Imagine this. You're holding a tiny rabbit in your arms. Suddenly, a loud noise or a dog barks, and in a matter of seconds, the rabbit goes limp. What just happened? Did it die of fear? As dramatic as it sounds, this is a real phenomenon that has shocked pet owners and even scientists. But how is it possible? Can an emotion, fear, actually be deadly? Today, we're going to explore a truth that's as fascinating as it is disturbing. Before we jump in, don't forget to like this video and subscribe, especially if you care about animals and want to uncover the facts behind the myths. For centuries, rabbits have been portrayed as the ultimate prey animal. From folklore and fables to real-life biology, they represent innocence, gentleness, and extreme vulnerability. But there's a darker side to that vulnerability, one that's become a widely circulated belief, that rabbits can literally die from fear. It's the kind of statement that sounds exaggerated, like an old wives' tale. But then you start hearing real pet owners describe their rabbits dropping dead after thunderstorms, loud fireworks, or unexpected encounters with other animals. These stories don't just come from one source. They appear in forums, rescue groups, veterinary blogs, and animal behavior reports. So where did this idea come from? Is it cultural fear-mongering, or did nature really design a creature so fragile that its own biology can betray it during moments of terror? To understand whether rabbits can die from fear, we first need to understand how their bodies respond to it. Rabbits have a highly reactive nervous system. As prey animals, they're hardwired for survival, which means lightning-fast reactions to potential threats. Unlike predators, which tend to confront fear, prey animals often freeze or flee. Rabbits, in particular, are known for a reaction called tonic immobility, a state in which their body shuts down, playing dead. While this reflex is meant to help them avoid being eaten, it can come at a serious cost. The intense rush of adrenaline can cause irregular heartbeat, rapid breathing, and, in extreme cases, cardiac arrest. Rabbits have incredibly fast metabolisms. Their hearts beat anywhere from 180 to 300 beats per minute when stressed. That's more than quadruple a human's resting rate. Now imagine that heart being shocked by fear. The system floods with stress hormones. Muscles contract. Breathing spikes. If the rabbit is older, sick, or already anxious, this can be fatal. This isn't an emotional metaphor, it's a physiological reality. Scientists have studied this phenomenon in various animals, but rabbits offer a particularly stark example of how fear can kill. In a study published in the Journal of Applied Animal Behavior Science, researchers exposed rabbits to sudden stimuli, loud sounds, predator smells, unfamiliar spaces, and monitored their physiological responses. The data was clear: heart rate spikes, visible trembling, rapid breathing. In several cases, the rabbits entered a state of tonic immobility and required intervention to recover. Some didn't survive. The researchers concluded that extreme fear triggers a cascade of stress responses that, under the right conditions, can overwhelm the animal system. Even without death, prolonged or repeated exposure to stress in rabbits leads to weakened immunity, digestive shutdown, and behavioral regression, signs of trauma that mirror PTSD-like symptoms in humans. In another study from Europe, rabbits exposed to predator scent for just 5 minutes showed elevated stress markers for hours afterward. It's not just the moment of fear, it's the aftermath that lingers and damages the body. Beyond labs and data, the emotional reality of this phenomenon is even more compelling. One pet owner shared her story of a rabbit named Daisy who had lived peacefully for years, until a loud 4th of July firework went off unexpectedly just outside the window. Daisy bolted under the furniture and moments later, went completely still. When the owner reached her, Daisy had no heartbeat. In another case, a rabbit rescue volunteer described a scenario where a new foster rabbit was introduced to a barking dog. The dog was behind a fence and posed no real threat. But the rabbit panicked, froze, and minutes later, died in the volunteer's arms. These aren't isolated events. Entire Reddit threads, veterinary Q&As, and YouTube comments describe similar moments. What links all these cases? Sudden, intense, and unexpected fear, and a body too sensitive to handle it. There's something haunting about the idea that fear itself, not physical harm, could be enough to end a life. It forces us to rethink the power of emotion. For rabbits, fear is a predator. And if their systems can't distinguish between imagined danger and real threat, the result can be fatal. But here's a deeper question. Isn't that true for us, too? chronic stress, anxiety, panic. These may not kill us instantly, but over time they wear us down, shut down our systems, and rob us of peace. In that sense, we may have more in common with rabbits than we'd like to admit. Interestingly, rabbits aren't the only animals that can die from fear. Guinea pigs, chickens, even deer, all have been known to collapse when overstimulated. It's a survival reflex gone too far. Some animals enter thanatosis, playing dead to avoid predators. But in fragile bodies, that reflex can become a final moment. Unlike predators who fight, prey survive by disappearing. But when the mind believes death is coming, the body sometimes follows. So, can rabbits really die from fear? The shocking truth is, yes. Under the right, or rather wrong, conditions, a rabbit's body can shut down from a fear response so severe it leads to cardiac failure. It's not superstition. It's science. And knowing this helps us care better for them and appreciate how complex and delicate life truly is. What can we learn from this? That even the smallest creatures carry enormous emotional weight. That fear, when left unchecked, can become more dangerous than the thing we fear. And that awareness, both for our pets and ourselves, can be the difference between peace and panic. If you own a rabbit, remember, their safety isn't just physical. It's emotional. And if you're human, remember that too. You may not freeze like a rabbit, but your body listens to fear more than you realize. And sometimes, the calmest people are the ones who learned how to fight fear gently. Thank you for watching until the end. You clearly care about understanding animals better. Have you ever seen a rabbit, or any animal, react dramatically to fear? Share your story in the comments. It could help someone protect their pet. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to never miss an episode. And if this shocked you, wait until you see our next video. You won't believe the truth behind that one. See you there.